Hey, let's go.
I mean, there's so many stories like that. And then, every summer we'd go to Aspen to Don's Ranch. Uh, we'd go in July, and then the show would start in August. So we did that for 5 years. And Hunter Thompson was one of the writers of the show.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So we show up from LA. We're there. We're hanging out. Just got a cocktail. And then I feel this dude on my shoulder. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, hey, Jaime, what's going on, man? He goes, you look like you grew up. Looks like you spent some time in jail. He starts laughing. I'm like, it's 11 and this dude's hammered. It's like, this guy's completely gone and hammered. He goes, who's this? I go, this is my mom. He's like, oh my God. Oh no, that's your mom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He goes, I've got to go back to my house. He goes, you want to go for a ride with me? You want to go for a ride? And I'm like, oh man. It's like, Hunter Thompson, we're in Woody Creek, Aspen, invited me to go to his house. He had to go pick up a bag of something. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to go. You just hang out. We'll be back, right? So we get in the car and he's acting all insane. We get in the car and he takes off. He pulls out of the thing. And we're driving down the road. And he goes, right over here, just where I slid off the road and I hit that pole and knocked out the power for all of Woody Creek for 2 weeks. Couldn't get a goddamn truck out here that did it. And I was like, do I put on my seatbelt? Do I not put on my seatbelt? Am I going to offend him? And then I just leaned over. I said, hey, man, I said, I've been working on some writing. I'd like to send you some stuff. Boom, he slows down in the car. Oh, really? What kind of stuff you've been writing? It was all an act.
Right.
Totally just straight line. Hey, man,
Kid.
what kind of stuff you writing? Yeah, you can send me. Here's my email. Here's the card. We pull up to his house. We got big, like vultures with glowing red eyes on the fence posts. He leaves the car running. He goes, I'll be right back. I said, hey, Hunter, can I take your car for a ride? And he's like, God damn it, I got shotguns. Wait in the car. Runs inside, grabs his stash, comes, jumps in, and we head back to the party. But just stuff like that always happened. And then at 3 a.m. that night, we end up back at his house. And he's handing manuscripts around, and it was from his book, Letters from the Road. Everybody had written him a letter. He wrote a letter back, and he kept the Xerox copy. So he put them all together, and he had everybody reading them. Wow. And he's like, no, it's and the. It's like jazz. So we talk about writing. And he said, when you're reading, you're writing, it has to roll like jazz. It has to be like music. The syncopation has to be ba 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 ba. And then he was in the middle of it, orchestrating, smoking a cigarette, and he'd turn and go, and he'd flick his cigarette. And the assistant in front of the fireplace, like had it timed perfect, where she would duck every time, go right over her head. He'd light another cigarette. And it was like complete madness, complete madness.
What was the first?